Hello Gemini, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what we're going to do is I am going to do an end of the year love and career quickie, okay? And what we're going to do is pull a few cards on your love life, pull a few cards on your career, and this is what you need to know at the end of the year before we jump on over into 2020, okay? And I also want to just to thank all of you for just your love over the year. And if you're like me, you're definitely looking forward to 2020, okay? I definitely wanted to do something. I just wanted to thank you all for your love, support, your likes, your shares, your subscribes. Definitely keep them coming, okay? But I'm looking forward to the new year and seeing what is in store for you. So with that being said, I want to pull some things. It's going to be a general read, okay? So if you look at personal read to tap into your own, personal energies there and your specific scenario, then you definitely do want to go to theguidedintuitive.com here or in my description box below, okay? All right, so let's do this. Let's see what wants to come up for you. We're going to use the Divine Energy cards. This is it's like the Divine Energy to see what wants to come up for your love and your career, okay? And I'll pull some Moon cards as well. I want to see what advice we want to give for that as too. But yeah, let's do this and see what wants to come about. All right, so bear with me while I pull in a couple shuffles here. All right, let's see here. Okay, so what is in store for Geminis? What is it that they need to know in terms of their love and their career? Okay, first love. So let's focus on love here. What is important? What guidance you need to know by the end of the year before you hit into 2020? What's going to be important? Okay, all right. So here it is. Here it is. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. Let's see here. Wow. Gosh. Okay. Now for your career, what is it that we need to know for Gemini's career? What guidance do they need to know by the end of the year that's going to be real important for the new year? All right. Here it is. Okay. Okay. Nice. All right. Interesting. What's the underlying energy? Do what you love. Okay, so perhaps there is some changes in terms of your career and you're now focusing on doing what it is that you love to do. But whatever it is, your choices, do what you love. Okay, so there you have it. So what I get in terms of your love life first, okay, this is saying to go with the flow. Okay, this is going with the flow in terms of a relationship or situation right now. Okay, so maybe that you haven't been doing that before. And maybe that was something that you were trying to take a little bit more control over that. But when you go with the flow, this is also telling me that what's going to be important for you is to meditate and to contemplate, okay, of the situation at hand, whether it's love life, or it could be a situation, for some of you that aren't partnered up or you have a person of interest. But I do see definitely going with the flow is going to be very, very key for you in the process. Very, very key. It does, it's going with the flow, but still persevering is what I see. Okay. So that's what I see coming through over here. It's really just going with the flow. When I pull a Moon card, it definitely wants you to meditate and contemplate in the process. It's going to be very, very key. And I did actually pull a tarot on here, and this is saying continue to persevere, but just go with the flow right now. This is saying is that you're not through. You've got one more wand to get. If you're taking on this fire type energy, this is saying you're almost there. You've been beaten up and bruised, but you're almost there. Okay, so hold tight. And it's obviously something that you want because this is grounded in love. You've got green tights and boots, right? It's heart chakra color. Okay, so this is heart centered. Whatever it is, it's heart centered. Okay. Now, what's the other next card that we get in terms of your love life? Do all things in moderation, okay? So trying, not to maybe force something to happen or make things happen. Sorry, guys, I'm going to fix this a little bit. It's a little cricket. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. So yeah, it's about, doing things in moderation for yourself, not trying to do everything at once. Just take it easy, go with the flow. Very, very important, in the process. What information wants to come through for you here? Prosperity lies ahead, so it's just, sometimes it's in those little steps and another little step and another little step. You're still making great progress. And this is saying that in terms of your love life, those little steps that you've been making, it's going to lead to prosperity. Okay. So if you want something to work out, just take those little steps, keep going at it. And it's really, really going to help you. All right. I'm going to pull some other cards on this and see what else wants to come through real quick. Let's see what it is. Whoa, okay. I actually pulled 2 cards. Not just 1 card, I cheated, I pulled 2. And what this is saying is that perhaps you had to walk away from something, and maybe you walked away from an Aquarius, or maybe you walked away from something for some of you that had to do in it just to get some healing, okay, to get your balance back, okay? And it was something that you were really emotionally, tied to. You put a lot of work and effort into it, but just know prosperity lies ahead. Just do things in moderation. Guys, that's what I see coming through. Some of you needed some healing, and if you're not dealing with an Aquarius, but I do feel that you felt that emotionally it was in your best interest to walk away, at this particular time so you could get the healing, because perhaps you're going through a change in terms of your love life as well, okay? Now we're moving on to the next final card here for your love. Reflect on your truth, okay? So from walking away, it's like looking at your truth and what that is for you. Wow, guys, really reflecting on the truth and seeing what wants to come through. It's about some sort of personal issue that you've been having, as it pertains perhaps to your love life. Maybe it got in the way of your love life, but it's seen a personal situation, a personal issue actually reaches resolution, okay? This is good. I'm glad to hear this, that at the end of the year that you're reflecting on your truth and you're moving forward and how to turn into your truth, right? And it does say that some sort of personal issue does, really reach, some sort of resolution, okay? I'm going to pull a tarot on this and see what wants to come out for you. And what is that? Here it is. Oh my gosh. So this is beautiful. This is getting the stability. This is 2 people coming together with a solid foundation. So you're reflecting on your truth is that you want the stability in a relationship. Okay. This is success. This is really just seeing that a personal issue reaches resolution and it makes you feel really good. Okay. Really, really good here. So that's great. Maybe that it had to do that, with an Aries type energy, or you're just coming into your Emperor energy and really being, solid, decisive, and, in your truth and solid in that is what I see. And it's making you feel grounded. Okay. That's what I see for you here. Now let's move forward in terms of your career. Your career is talking about facing your shadow, okay? So in your career, is there something that you've been fearful to do and you've not been doing that? Because this really wants you to definitely face your shadow. This is to grab your shadow by the hand and really just know that it is a part of the whole you, and it's like this hidden treasure within you, that it can be a hidden treasure. And it's a part of you, so it's about loving all of you, in this process. But yeah, it's really just saying that it's important to truly face your shadow and to grab it by its hand and know that you are full of light and dark, and it's about what your intention is. So if you just love it and embrace it, and then move forward with you, move it forward with you, and just say, shadow, I recognize you, I love you for this attention, and I do understand you. However, I'm showing this side of myself and I'm moving forward this way. So it is about really just truly facing, maybe you feel that the shadow is something that has held you back in terms of your career of some sort, in some way. But this is saying it truly wants you to face it. It just wants you to, grab it by its hand and move forward. Okay. To truly face whatever's standing in your way, and just to know that that is a part of you, okay? It also is letting you know that this is funny, because when I'm focusing on career, I clarified that, and I get the balancing of the scales. You might have Libra in your chart, or you might be dealing with someone that wants a balancing of the scales, or you want balancing of your scales, and it's about facing your shadow as it relates to that, okay? When I pull this talks about a new romantic cycle begins. Maybe you're working with someone that you love, okay, or that you adore, and this is saying that after this ending here, a new romantic cycle can begin, because you've left that old energy, and now new energy is coming up, and this new energy is leaving you balanced, because you now are facing you're facing, you know, your shadow side of yourself, because you're probably recognizing that in the other person. I think there's some mirroring effect happening here. Okay. That's what I see here. And this is career. It could be that a romantic cycle begins in your romance in your new career, or in a career, or maybe you've got romance within your career life as well. Okay. For some of you. Okay. Anything else that wants to come through? Let's see what that is. Yeah, there's a new cycle that begins, and it's an end of a heartbreak. Okay, an end of a heartbreak, maybe an end of 3 people, but I do see that it is an end of a heartbreak. Okay, and you're really just focused on the future. Okay, so moving forward in terms of your career, maybe there's a heartbreak and ending in a career, you know, a career situation as well, is what I see here for some of you. So again, looking long-term in your career and what that is. The next card I get, focus on your success, Gem. Focus on your success. Continue to focus on, keep your vision alive, right? Keep that vision alive. All right. That fiery energy there. The world is your oyster, right? And you can have it any way that you want to. And this is saying really focus on your success and keep your eye on the prize. And it is also saying that you're very close at achieving your goal as it pertains to your career. Okay, so boom, right? There is beautiful. I really love this. Focus on your success and know that it is there for you. What else do we get coming through here? A wake-up call. So perhaps that you've just kind of realized your calling. Maybe perhaps that you've now realized the direction that you want to go in terms of your career. You know what brings you joy, happiness, and fulfillment. Now, for some of you, it could be a side hustle that you're doing. It could be maybe a side hustle that you're taking into a full-time gig for some of you. But you really have this wake-up call, and you really know like that next step forward, okay? And this is saying is that as you do move through that confidence is going to be key to your success in this, okay? So have the confidence, right? It's your wake-up call, okay? You know, carry on that type of Leo type energy in the process, and I think it could really, really help you. The card, when I actually even clarify that, is this 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. Guys, you are rocking it. I mean, you are really killing it. This is saying is that your wake-up call has been is that maybe you realize that it's your happy ever after in terms of this career type thing, or it could be perhaps, I'm telling you guys, love is coming out in this career a little bit too. Could be a happy ever after in that as well. Okay. After walking away, it's now this 10 of emotional fulfillment. It is a completion, right? It is a completion. So guys, you're going to have to note your comments below. I'd love to know. Okay. So there was your love and career end of year quickie. And I look forward to seeing you next year, guys. Thanks all for the love and support. I can't wait to see you in 2020. Until then, namaste.